Hello and welcome to episode 20 of Let's Play Final Fantasy 14 Shadowbringers. So, in the last episode we brought back the night sky here in Ilmeg, and yeah, the Faithful were much pleased with it. And yeah. So let's talk to Uranger here and see what's going to happen next. Near for a moment did I doubt that thou wouldst triumph over thy foe. Yet the majesty of thine achievements delighteth me nonetheless. Night hath returned to Ilmeg, and we stand one step closer to delivering the first from its doom, and averting the 8th umbral calamity. 'Tis but a pity thou wert not present to see the faithful put Ulmorans to flight. 'Twas a sight to be to raise the spirits, I do assure thee. But what valuable allies thy might prove, were the mood only to take them. There we go, and we got flight in Ilmeg. Alright, Thancred next. And we get the secret gift from this one. I knew, I knew you'd could do it. And not only because of your blessing. You have a strength all your own. And it has seen us through many trials. With the warden defeated, I believe our work here is done. It is time we were going together, needless to say, to the bitter end. The fate of our two worlds being at stake and all that. Now then, I suggest we hurry back to the Crystarium. Much and more may have happened while we were frolicking with the Faithful. That Ranjit elected to pursue us makes me hopeful the city was spared Yulmor's attentions. But I would sooner see for myself. Besides, I believe I speak for all when I say that I've had a bellyful of Ilmeg. Let us vie before the fairies think to play with us again. Yeah, I think you're alright. Back to the Crystarium we go. Oh. Well, looks like the Crystarium looks untouched.
All seems well at the Crystarium?
Yes. Yulmor was plainly more concerned with finding us. How flattering.
You certainly took your time. I had half resolved to complete the task myself.
And you are...
Were one to study the annals of Garlean history, one would find yonder visage on many a page. Though by rights its youth should long since have faded.
Well, well, we have a historian in our midst. That spares me a lengthy explanation. I am Solus Sos Galvus, founding father of the Garlean Empire, and under various guises, the architect of myriad other imperially inclined nations. As for my true identity, I am Emmett Selk, Asian.
Gaius spoke of you, a native of the Source.
Equal in rank to La Habrea. And you came all this way just to introduce yourself to us?
Behold the sky, restored to its former glory. Have you ever seen a more affecting spectacle? Oh, it is truly, deeply infuriating. Do you have any idea how much you have delayed the rejoining? Following the flood, the First had been listing ever further towards the light, towards stasis. The end was in sight. Enter man and his indomitable spirit. He would haul the world back from the brink. And adding his lump and weight to the power of growth, he duly tipped the scales, if only by a fraction. Yet a fraction was enough to spoil the perfect imbalance needed to bring about a rejoining. Had mankind continued to live in idleness under Vorthri's rule, all the conditions would have been met. But you had to come and ruin it all. Thanks to your meddling, light supremacy is in doubt, and our painstakingly laid plans are in tatters!
Well, I should begin by thanking you for confirming Urianger's theories on the inner workings of the Calamity. He will be most pleased. As for what happens next, might I suggest you admit defeat and walk away?
Happy to let me go, are you? Because the murderous glint in your eye suggests otherwise. Indeed, it is enough to make me think better of confronting you alone. Look, it did cross my mind to simply side with Vorthri and kill you all. But that's no different from what La Habrea did. And we all know how well that ended for him. And so, while it is liable to be troublesome, I have settled upon a different approach. Cooperation. I will not raise a hand to hinder your hunt for the Light Wardens. If you desire it, I will even lend you my knowledge and strength.
Since time immemorial, you and yours have labored to rejoin the 13 shards, at the cost of countless lives. Do you expect us to believe that your objective has suddenly changed?
Nay, our objective is the same as it ever was. Though I dare say, you do not know our motive. A war waged without knowledge of the enemy is no war. It is mere bloodletting. Just once, might we not seek to find common ground? For good or ill, I am immortal. Provided I have the inclination, I can always begin anew, scheme and conspire to my heart's content. But this time I thought that I might instead try to see eye to eye, to understand what drives the hero of the source, to determine if our goals are truly incompatible. So come, shed your preconceptions. See beyond the unscrupulous villains you take us for. When all is said and done, we may find ourselves pleasantly surprised. The proud discoverers of a path of cooperation rather than opposition. Think of it.
Thou hast delivered thy proposal, and we would not dismiss it outright. If I may offer thee counsel, however, to make thy case via an illusion reflecteth poorly upon thy sincerity.
My apologies. You will forgive me if I'm not entirely at ease in the presence of a famed Ascian slayer. I felt it only prudent to take precautions. Nonetheless, your counsel is duly noted.
I take my leave, friends. Rest assured, we shall meet again soon.
Interesting. So, yeah, I know what's going on, but the first time this happened to me, I was like, what the hell is he up to now? Cooperation? He can't be serious, can he? Well, we've certainly been given much to ponder. But first things first, we should report to the X-Charge. You can run along, Geoffrey. We're perfectly capable of handling this little task. In light of your recent exertions, I'd say you've earned a rest. Go on, take yourself off to bed. We'll see you later, refreshed and ready for more. Alright, but before we do that, I do wanna continue this side quest that we actually have to do. The Gridania Ulda making stands, Northern Shroud, Golden Sorcerer, Mordona, Geo Clouds, Idleshire. Ah, here it is. So, Shaped by Tragedy is the next mission. So, yeah, again, we need to actually do these to complete the MSQ around here. So, let's jump over to him and have a word with him. Here is Ransom. Welcome to Wright. I reckon it might not seem like much to you, but to me... Never mind. We'll save that conversation for after. Tracking down Dika is what matters right now. Let's split up and ask after the bastard. Better odds of turning up useful information that way, I'd wager. That's a quest we need to do. This one should be pretty quick too. It's basically an escort quest, but you need to defend there against different mobs. There we go. What did I tell you? I was barely 10 steps out of the village. Come, let us hurry along before more predators have a chance to gather. Alright. Going to read. There we go. And after we talk to him again, this quest is done. Only took a couple of minutes. There we go, complete. And I don't think, no. Don't need to do that. Alright, there we go. talk to these people around here. Oh, another one. That can wait. No, that's cancelled. There we go. Let's talk to there you are. Well, learn anything worth sharing? I wish I could say I'm surprised, but I'm not. What we saw that day, what he did to us, there is no moving on from that. What exactly happened here? Well, I was planning to tell you the whole story eventually, but I suppose now is as good a time as any. I was born and raised in Wright. Lacking any real prospects, I eked out a living as a hunter. Might have tried my hand at something more exciting had I not also been trying to provide for the love of my life, Melinda. It was about a year ago that she accepted a commission from this Gilmoran trader bloke. Bloke dealt mostly in antiquities, and he had his bracelet in need of restoration. Not all with questionable province, but supposedly it once belonged to royalty or some such. The Fangs of Orpheus, he called it. Me and her been talking about trying the proverbial knot, buying land, building a home, that sort of thing. Around here, that might not take much, but it was still a lot more than we had. So when the trader made his offer, she didn't hesitate to say yes. I'd gone down to the shipyard to pick up extra tools and materials she needed for the work. Quality stuff, but it pay for itself 10 times over. But when I got back to write, Dika had been busy. I spotted at least a dozen newborn eaters fluttering about, trying to make sense of their new lot. The grandmother who lived next door and shared the fruits of her orchard with us. The gruff woodsman who'd brought firewood to our doorstep in the dead of winter. Both of them reduced to mindless fiends, just like that. There wasn't time to mourn or to think. I started looking for Melinda. And then there she was, alive and well. Our eyes met and we knew it was going to be all right. We ran to each other and even now, a year later, it doesn't feel real. One moment she was there, right there, in front of me. And the next, she was... Dika knelt and took the fangs of Orpheus, then left, leading a host of sin eaters out of right. But Melinda, I still couldn't see her as anything else. She wouldn't budge. She just hovered there and stared, waiting for me to end it. Well, I could never say no to her. Not once in the years we'd been together. For all the times she welcomed me home with a bowl of hot stew. All the time she laughed at my crude jokes and gave me cause when I was counsel, when I was losing my way. For all that and more, I killed her. I swore then and there I'd have my vengeance. Dika would die by my hand. I carved the scars in my flesh to mirror the ones he left on my soul. An enduring reminder of the woe that I never dare stray from the path. There, all done. No need to wallow in it. Wouldn't want my tragic yet trite tale to put you off our hunt. Still with me to the end, sinner? That's the spirit. Still, I've some unfinished business here. So if you could give me a moment before we resume, I would be most grateful. There we go. Alright, let's continue this. Sorry, sorry to have kept you waiting, dinner. I'm sure you're eager to get back to it, as am I. Trouble is, in your absence, I failed to turn up any information as to the whereabouts of Dika. There is one line of inquiry I've yet to pursue. What? The fangs of Orpheus. The bracelet my beloved was supposed to restore, and that the Eater took with him when he left right. Sin Eaters are mindless fiends, driven only by basic instinct. Everyone knows that. They've no need for worldly possessions. Yet Dika took the bracelet anyway, which can only mean that there is something unique about this particular antique. Or the sinless bastards somehow different from the rest of his ilk. Either way, I think we need to learn more about the fangs of Orpheus, and I know just the man to ask. You moron trader who commissioned Melinda's services. Much as I'd like to question him myself, I don't think that's an option. Even for what Dika attacked a year ago is common knowledge. I doubt the trader will believe that an Eater stole his precious trinket. He's more likely to accuse me of theft and have me clapped in irons. So I'm afraid you'll have to go in my stead, Geoffrey. Melinda said he was a regular at the Beehive. So try looking for him there first. It's like I waited a bit too long with this quest because considering the story how it goes so far, I should really not head in there, considering I'm very much a wanted man. But, well, I'm sure everyone is friendly and no one recognizes me if I go in there. And I'm running the wrong way, of course I am. Why would I run the right way? No, I'm running the right way. Oh, crap. Right. Right way. Oh, need to run around this. Yeah. God, I miss flying. can get anywhere close with this one, right? Can I use this? No, I cannot. Go inside them. Wow, you're almost 79. Oh, there you are. Hmm? And to what do I owe this pleasure that is your company? The Fangs of Orphus, you say? How very interesting. I should be glad to tell you everything that I know, under the assumption that should you recover it, you will see it return to its rightful owner at once. I purchased a bracelet from a traveling peddler who claimed it was a relic of Warbirth, that glorious kingdom that fell with the flood like so many others. He spoke true from what I could tell, and I intended to sell it to a collector here for a tidy profit, after having it properly restored by an artisan in right. Like he was one of several casualties of a Sin Eater attack during which the Fangs of Orphus mysteriously vanished. I have of course been keeping in touch with several contacts on the off chance that Thief might attempt to sell it. They have not, regrettably. But a place of a similar design did recently surface in Moldsook, I'm told. I was planning to dispatch an agent to investigate, but you seem more than capable of fulfilling that role. As for incentive, you may be assured that any information that aids me in the acquisition of the Fangs of Orphus or similar relics will be well rewarded. Alright, well, I guess we can that was not the right one. Where are we going? Defending laws. Ah, there it is. Back to right. And yeah, so this will be the end of this episode. I hope you all enjoyed it, and if you did, feel free to hit the like button And of course, if you're new here, first of all, welcome. And if you enjoy my content, then why don't you hit the subscribe button together with the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my content. I will be back again tomorrow, and until then, stay safe out there.